just want to fly from mountains to oceans. Feel all the wind in my face as I fly high above. I'll open my wings, cross over nations, see all the people below like one family. 'Cause I want to fly to the ends of the ocean. I want to soar higher than the sun.
What is bullying?
Bullying is having people come at you. You feel attacked. You can be threatened. You can be hurt physically, emotionally, and mentally.
Bullying is when someone or a group of people with more power in some way are being mean on multiple different occurrences to someone with less power than them.
Bullying, I think, it could have a lot of different definitions, but I feel like the way that I see it is more so when you're making somebody intentionally feel uncomfortable or trying to make them feel small, to where it offends their person and who they are.
Bullying is, in my opinion and my experience, it's any sort of behavior that is detrimental to another person's well-being or their reputation and makes them feel upset. It is typically of malicious intent.
How does being bullied make you feel?
It makes me feel like I'm not good enough towards some people, and maybe other people might feel that way, and it's frustrating.
So I was definitely kind of sad. It was kind of depressing when someone told me that I won't be your friend because you're Indian.
Being bullied makes me feel it makes me feel sad. It's sad to know that it's a thing that happens every day. It's really not a good thing. It's not something that we should be happy about.
Being bullied makes me feel attacked, nervous, and weak.
Honestly, it makes me feel powerless and scared. I don't know how to handle myself in those situations all the time, and a lot of the times I end up just completely shutting down. It's awful. It feels like, for me, the realization that you are being bullied feels like the drop of a roller coaster when you feel like your stomach is in your throat and you're nauseous and your head hurts and the world is spinning and everything's awful, and then it stays like that, or you go numb, and neither of those are preferable. That's how bullying feels for me.
Describe a time when you were bullied or observed someone being bullied.
Personally, myself, I've been bullied all my life. Started kind of the first day of kindergarten. But rather than talk about myself, I'm going to talk about one of my best friends in elementary school who was actually bullied quite severely, even worse than I was, and he was pushed down a flight of stairs. And so while I was not brave enough to stop the bully myself, I did go get an adult and have them assist me with the situation.
A time I was bullied, it was second grade at my charter school. I was hanging out with some friends, and then one friend at the very end of recess, he came to me and told me he didn't want to be my friend anymore because I was Indian. So that directly correlates to my race and him saying that just because basically you're the odd one out, I don't want to be your friend.
Why do you think kids and adults bully others?
I think kids and adults bully others because sometimes adults have more power than others. So I think they're abusing that power, and sometimes kids are more popular than others. So people might think if they're spreading rumors, people might think that the popular kids' words are more credible than the less popular.
I think kids bully others, especially is more prevalent in high school and middle school, to the sake of popularity. So a lot of kids these days bully other kids that they see as not as strong or as basically strong-minded, and they'll use that to their advantage to gain popularity, to gain other friends. So I feel like that is one reason why they are bullying, but another reason could be because of their insecurities. Because they have their own insecurities, they might feel the need to bully others just to make sure that they get rid of it and no one knows of their insecurities.
I think that kids and adults bully others because they want other people to feel what they have to feel or what they had to go through.
I think kids and adults bully others because they feel a sudden power surge, which they think that they can be better than anyone whatsoever. And so most of the time they challenge them, and if they'd overcome them, then they'd be stronger than them. Like in a video game perhaps, like rankings, they immediately think that they're the best of them all.
I think that kids and adults bully others it's a power trip, to put it shortly. You want something that you can control. And if you can control the emotions of others, I think that's something that's really appealing to a lot of people who are down in the dumps themselves. And I think people see bullying as a really, really easy way to make themselves feel better.
I think that kids and adults bully others because the hurt that they feel inside, they think that that's a good way to get it out, and it makes them feel better about themselves. It helps them to get their anger out that they feel inside that they can't let out, the place that they're getting hurt at.
How can you stop the bullying?
I feel that people can stop bullying if they are willing to advocate for others. I think that includes being able to either stop bullying if they see it, be able to find other allies, find resources. So if it's on a playground, maybe another parent. If it's in school, maybe one of the school officials or administrators. Really depending on the environment where you are, if you are able to stop it, take a stand and make a difference and show them that there are other ways to do that, be able to defend others. And by showing and doing the action, I feel like that's something that people will then be able to follow as well and continue to try and stop bullying or become and be aware of what it means to be an ally.
I think you can stop bullying by helping the bully, make them feel better, because most problems is that they've been bullied before, and that helping them feel better will help them to stop and make them realize what they really feel like and how to get rid of what they feel like so they're not a bully anymore.
I think as an adult in our community, it's important for us to be aware of and cognizant of children and young adults, older adults being bullying, and for us to stand up and support those individuals and try to intervene and make sure that others around us, people we work with, know that it's not okay to bully.
I think that we can stop bullying by, generally being better people to ourselves and to others, and recognizing our own prejudices and biases and our own negative talk that we have about ourselves and others, and generally being more uplifting and kind individuals and standing up for those who are being bullied.
So I think how we can stop bullying is, this is probably one of the most complicated questions because everyone's different, so which means every bully is different, and they're bullying for different reasons. So for example, someone bullied who's hurting inside might be more receptive to with a kindness approach, or with a more understanding approach, and someone who's just really angry would probably not accept as well. So I feel you kind of have to have a good perception of people and where they're coming from. So if you can pinpoint where or why, maybe you know why they're acting out, you can talk to them about it. And if it really doesn't stop and that, they're not being receptive at all, you can tell an adult.
Because you know yourself, so don't let the opinions of others like form who you are, or like your own beliefs about yourself.
I'll tear down this wall and let all the light in. Watch all the bricks fall below and crash to the sea. See, I have a voice and I have a vision, that we are the leaves of one branch and drops of one sea.